Welcome back to our Cine Gear coverage live. It's actually your Cine Gear coverage live. Your continuing coverage on BeTerrific presented by Adorama. This is Cine Gear 2014. Go to Adorama Superstore in New York City. Check them out. Say hello to Ben. Tell him I sent you. Peter Poon is holding down the fort behind the scenes. We've got the great cast here from Hollywood High School, and Jacob Ali is helping us produce this as well. Josh Abder joining me now from the Padcaster. You've been doing an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
Have you been having fun?
It's hard, sweaty work, but I'm enjoying every minute of it.
This is your first BeTerrific broadcast.
This is my first BeTerrific broadcast, and you run a tight ship. So I've been out there talking to a lot of cool people, having a good time.
And we almost saw the Padcaster on air before. Some guy was looking at it and wanted to buy it while we were on air.
I noticed him back there. He just sort of stopped our guys and said, "Hey, what's that?" And so, yeah, they got into a little bit of a background conversation.
Yeah, it was very interesting. So we've got we're doing something that's amazing. It's never been done before, all using iOS devices and Filmic Pro, a beta build of it. So you got to go to Filmic Pro in the iTunes store. And you got a beta build of Filmic Pro on us. You'll eventually get it in the new build.
Do we know how long it's going to be before that's out to the public, or didn't he say?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to try and get an answer later today before we end.
Okay.
We've got the Planet 5D wrap-up show. We're going to be with them for a couple more hours. So I'll try and find out. I've been texting with Neil. And we're doing this with Padcasters, which is amazing. With the Padcasters hold...
Three of them today.
Right, 3 of them. And the Padcasters hold your iPad or iPad mini. You can put lenses on and then all sorts of accessories so you can do real shoots with them. And then we're coming out clean out of these devices to broadcast live for these wonderful people at home who watch us and support us.
Second day in history of mankind that we have gone full HDMI live out of an iPad, right?
And iPhone, yeah.
Yeah, an iPhone. That's true. Don't discount. It was an iPod Touch yesterday, right?
Right. We're using an iPhone now.
Yes.
We have to get it all into the mix.
Every single product. How about a Nano? We can go back in time.
Does it have a camera on it? Will its tapes fit in my VCR?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so we have another world exclusive. We just introduced an amazing product from Think Tank Photo. You love the Think Tank Photo stuff.
Was that like their overhead compartment camera bag?
4 wheels.
Yeah, I noticed that thing. I got to get me one of those too.
They say 8. They're really 4.
Why do they say 8 wheels?
Because they're double wheels, you know.
Oh, it's like axles.
You got to get one of those. But we have another world exclusive right here. This is not out yet. It will be out soon, but we're going to showcase something that people can get really excited about.
Okay, so what I got yesterday, well, actually, we had it shipped to your hotel room.
I was the first person to see it. It was amazing. I was so excited about
it. This is the Padcaster Sport. This is going to be a hard plastic single piece, so it won't have the removable urethane insert that the regular Padcaster has, but it also will weigh a fraction of the amount, and it has finally integrated cold shoe adapters, 3 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter 20s on the top, 3 on each side, 2 on the bottom are our sort of special tripod mount that we figured out all on our own. Very proud of ourselves. And handles integrated into it, too. So it sort of looks like a Padcaster from the front. But when you turn it around, it's a hollow plastic shell. And it's flexible, but very, very strong. And you can actually do everything you want with it.
You know, I'm very excited about this device because there are a lot of great Padcasters out there. You've got the Padcaster, the Padcaster Mini, and I see them everywhere. And everybody who sees them wants them. But this is really amazing because it allows you to shoot a little bit more stable handheld. You got all the great features of the Padcaster, and then you've built handles, and you've made it lightweight for handheld use, and for a little bit more mobile travel, depending on where you're going to be. It's not as heavy, maybe not quite as robust as the metal frame, but not quite as heavy either. So I'm really excited about that, and you haven't lost any of these features, and you've added a couple features.
Instead of having to add a couple of screw-on cold shoe adapters, I like the form factor of the metal one to be very smooth, and also that Norbit rig, I don't know if you know it.
Yes, I do. I actually have used it in the past, used it years ago to cover the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. I almost lost a finger grabbing that thing.
I was going to say, you didn't let me finish. I was going to say I hate it.
Well, the cold shoe adapters on those are really sharp because it's a metal unit. So
right.
I didn't, specifically didn't integrate them into the frame of the Padcaster, but since this is plastic, it's not going to cut anybody.
Well, and that's why I hate it, because after I covered the Super Bowl, my hands were all cut up for weeks.
Well, this solves that problem, hopefully. But it's like my son's baseball coach. He's shooting videos. He's got a slow-mo. I don't know what it's called. It's like a coach app.
Yeah, it's called the Coach's Eye.
Yes, so he sent me videos from the Coach's Eye. And you know what? He can be carrying this around. He can throw it in one of the bags with all the catcher's gear, and he doesn't have to worry about getting it messed up. It's just, it makes life easier for these guys.
It absolutely does. It's terrific, and it's a great product for schools and for coaches and teams. And obviously we know a lot of guys like Darrell Reeves Street who are going to help spread the word about this.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, I mean, it is, it's nice to have a full handle on there. I always thought that, the sides of the Padcaster could act as handles, but there's nothing like really grabbing this thing.
And the great thing is if you're coaching, this is a great tool for coaching because you're coaching and you can pull it off the tripod with a quick release and you can say, hey, look, Johnny, look at here's how you did the play, and you can analyze it and you can be holding it like this, very lightweight, and it's easy to hold. And show, and look at this. We're doing this, no big deal. So I love this thing. When can I get mine?
Well, this is just a 3D print, so we're going to prototype it in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
My feeling is this will be around for Labor Day.
Really? I was going to say holidays, 2014.
We want it out here, and we know that my son plays baseball all year round, so there's definitely sports to be, and this isn't just for sports.
This
but
will be ready for soccer, football, all the fall sports, and it'll be ready for all the filmmakers in the fall.
Yeah, exactly. And for campers, we've designed it so that you can actually eat off of it and use it. It's a camping plate. It's a plate.
So I'm not going to hold you to a price but give me a ballpark because I know you can't. You're not through the manufacturing process right now to know shipping costs and all this stuff. But if you have a ballpark or a target,
my target's $49.
Wow, really?
That's what I'd like to see with this thing. We don't know because it's going to have a bunch of molded quarter 20s on the sides and then the top and the bottom. But, it's a single piece of molded plastic for the most part. And, depending on how complex the design is, that really dictates how much it costs to make the tooling for it. We don't know that yet because we're not quite done with the model. Obviously, there was a clearance hole issue right there, and some other things we want to sort of smooth out before.
And that's how I said to you should make your clearance hole. So I like that you took my advice and made it like that because
not everyone who buys one should have to take their Gerber tool and cut the clearance hole out.
But I like the way the Padcaster is with the holes that it has. But I think for this unit, you need those. I'll call them scallop holes.
Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove all of the perimeter except for the contact points where it holds it in.
Very nice.
It might as well have less than more. There's no reason it needs to have a perimeter of plastic. It just needs a couple points of contact to hold it in.
And is this only going to be for the Mini?
No. This will be the first one for the Mini just because we were excited about the Padcaster Mini.
Yeah.
I love the way that product came out.
No, and I love shooting on the Mini. I think it's a great size, and I love the Padcaster Mini, and I love shooting on the Air too, and I love shooting on the phone. I love them all.
Yeah, I shoot. I don't shoot on my phone because I hurt my lens and I have blemishes on the lens now. But I like shooting and editing on the Air.
Yeah, that's what I like.
The screen for editing is actually perfect. The Mini, I tried to cut my training videos that I just started putting out. I cut the first one. I shot it on the Mini, then I started cutting it on the Mini, and it was a little bit like, okay, I don't think I need to do this. What am I trying to prove? But I'm shooting all of my training videos and how-to videos for the Padcaster on a Mini just to put my money where my mouth is, right?
Sure.
And they
awesome.
look
Should
great.
be. We've been doing a lot of great videos with the Padcaster. We did that Subway video. We shot a video for Subway, a corporate video, and a national television commercial. They're going to use the footage all shot on a Padcaster, and we have a behind the scenes up of that. There's an article on Adorama.com's Learning Center about that. We've shot all sorts of great stuff. In addition to the Subway video, a lot of great tutorials. In fact, I shot and I filmade a GH4 review, 4K with the GH4 footage, and then the shots of the camera and of me were on, I filmade, and we used the Padcaster to create the bridge commercials that everybody's watching on our broadcast here in our studio, so those are pretty cool. And yeah, we've been using a lot of iFilmmaking stuff and always are using the Padcaster. We love it.
Well, it makes me very, very happy to know that these things are getting used and that people are showing you're showing the world that you can get a professional quality out of an iPad.
Absolutely.
Not a joke, this camera. It's not the Alexa behind us, so what? It's not meant to be. But if you're talking about throwing something together that needs to look good and needs to be fast, you have the camera. It's in your bag already.
And it's a computer. With all these apps, you can turn stuff around so quickly and you can do so many cool things. I love it.
Yeah. No, they already sold me. Now I'm just,
selling everybody.
I'm working for Apple, basically.
Yeah. Basically, you are. You're spreading the gospel. You're evangelizing.
Yes. And
so am I.
I will be doing so again. Actually, I was invited to speak at the ISTE conference in Atlanta as one of their Ignite sessions. It's a 5-minute sessions. It's 5 minutes. You have to prepare 20 slides. They automatically advance every 15 seconds.
That's awesome. Congratulations and good luck with that.
Yeah, I need more than luck. I'm freaking out. So,
Well, we'll be doing a lot more together, and you're going to be coming to some of my seminars at Adorama, and we'll do some meetups as well. And you can find out all about that on either adorama.com or you can just go to ifilmmaking.com/events. We'll be bringing you a ton more coverage on BeTerrific. We've got a lot more coverage here at Cine coming your way, but since Josh and I are together right now for this, we've got to reset. Well, we've got to reset. I've got to take we got to go to commercial, and then we just reset. Like resetting bowling pins. So then you'll take,
That's code for I'm hungry. I need my lunch.
pretty much.
Okay.
Peter's trying to tell me something. What is he saying to me?
Bridge interview.
The bridge interview. We're going to run the bridge interview, is what you're telling me. Okay, so we're going to run a great interview on bridge keyboards that we pre-taped because we were going to do it over Skype while we were here, but unfortunately we didn't have the bandwidth, so we're going to run this great bridge interview on bridge keyboards with Nick Smith. You'll find out all about the great bridge product, where the company's going, and where it has been. Nick's an awesome guy, and so we're going to run that. Peter Poon's holding down the fort. And by the way, one really important plug real quick. Peter has an amazing sister. She's a good friend of mine. Her name is Tina Katz. And if you go to her website, you'll hear about her traumatic story that has turned amazing, and you can get involved and help finish telling that story. And we've done a video on it. You can also find that on, I'm sure, her site, but also on our Vimeo page. That's vimeo.com/artsismedia. But go check out her site. It's Tina, Teena, verse, VS, 7train.com. Tina verse 7train.com. If you're a New Yorker, you'll know what that's about immediately. If not, you'll find out when you go there. She's a wonderful young lady. She's a good friend of mine, and she's doing terrific. The story does not have a tragic end, which is phenomenal. I know she's watching now. What's up, Tina? Hope you're doing well. She edits a lot of the articles that we write and the stuff we get to you. So go say hello to her, see what her story's about, and if you have a couple bucks, donate to her cause and help her get back on her feet again. No pun intended there. I'm very serious about that. And in the meantime, find out about Bridge with this video. We're here at Cinegear Live. It's 2014's coverage on BeTerrific, presented by Adorama. We have a lot of great sponsors. You'll find out more about them later. The Planet 5D show will be coming up in just a couple of hours, so keep it locked here for that and for the rest of our coverage. Josh, thanks for doing this. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a pleasure and a blast.
It has been. We'll be back in just a little while.